Alright, hi guys, Subhash here from Jioplaygame, and today we have
Special guest.
Hi, Mark,
Zion.
and Zion.
We are back.
And
From
we
the
are
virus.
We survived the
Yes.
outbreak.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are the last of us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, anyway, we couldn't do this with Fiaz around because Fiaz hasn't played the game yet, so this is going to be a spoiler-filled discussion about The Last of Us Part 2.
So just a spoiler warning, whoever that haven't played yet, this is your last warning to stop watching it.
Anything
Don't.
beyond this,
Die.
good game.
Yeah, good game already.
The likes and dislikes of The Last of Us Part 2.
You want to start first? We let our
guest start first lah. Likes and dislikes.
Wow. Okay. I think we should go with the dislikes first, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's start with cons first.
Yeah.
Cons of the game.
I think the first thing we should address is the big elephant in the room is the Joel.
Joel's death.
Yeah lah, that one. Talk. Say his name only.
I cry. Bro, you know after that, right? On my social media is all gif of AB with the golf hitting his head. I was like, oh fuck, it's so painful to watch.
Talk about Father's Day.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Brutal. The game released this Sunday is Father's Day, right? Yeah. And then when Sony shared Happy Father's Day, they put Joe's. They put Joe's.
The ultimate troll. That was ultimate
The
trolling.
comments everyone
No chill at all.
angry at all because they got creators all was steady. Then I don't know who was steady. Then we got Joe. Everyone played. Yeah. I'll say that's like the most dislike people get.
But do you think it's necessary to kill off his character?
I think so because I mean look at Joel as a human. Like the Last of Us is a game that is all about humanity and the realism of the world in that kind of setting. So to have Joel who's been so violent and like taking all sorts of drastic measures to meet his ends, right? An ending like that, like if you live a violent life, your life will end violently.
Yeah, like you cannot run.
You cannot run from your shit, you know.
You cannot retire as a good person. Surely someone will hunt you down or something.
Exactly. But the kind of tribute that they paid to him towards that, like throughout the game, didn't bring justice to the 7 years we all waited for. I feel that's how I personally feel.
It's like you waited 7 years, then you just got clubbed by a golf club.
Yeah, exactly. While your daughter in a way,
was there.
your daughter figure in a way is just watching you die.
Shoot the fella at least never mind lah. I think bludgeon him to death, you know.
Because she this AB say what? Never mind. Don't let him bleed so much. I want to take my time.
Yeah.
Then you know what?
That was just fucked up.
I think Abby in as a character does not have any humanity. If you think about it, like she went all this way through all this trouble to slowly torture a guy who killed her father, like just point blank, and that's it. You know, that could have done it down then.
Yeah.
But no.
But they went through the process. She went through this process of torturing this guy, and I think in general, Abby as a character is very strange because you see her like without hesitation killing her friends and shit like that. Like the part where she's trying to save that left character. And then where she's confronted by Isaac, the leader of the wolves. Right? She had no hesitation after that point to start killing her own comrades
because of left.
This is not humanity at all. There is no shred of humanity in a person like this. That's why even like Mel said like, please get away from us. You know, like you are like I cannot.
Toxic.
You're just a toxic human being. Like all you know how to do is kill people.
It's just revenge, Yeah, as we were saying, like revenge doesn't lead you to anything good. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. You go on the path of revenge, you dig 2 graves, right?
Correct. So okay, besides that, what are the other dislikes you all have?
I think so far, let's just put Joe as like the main dislike from
Okay.
I think that's everybody's dislike, right? Everybody.
I think a lot of haters is because of Joel's death.
But I think it's okay lah, the death. Okay, people might hate me for saying this, but if Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 can die of bronchitis, right?
Yeah. Then
For being so
5
cool.
hours later, you have to play the fucking John
John
Marston.
Marston, yeah.
For
angry.
Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm a Rockstar slut, no. I love Rockstar.
And then
but
you
that
get this
game,
yeah.
I have a plan, Arthur. I have a plan. Fuck you, lah. Fuck your plans, lah.
So I mean, if Arthur Morgan can die with a bronchitis,
Yeah.
true. But then I think for
No, if he died, I don't know why I'm going to that game. He died looking at the sunset, having bronchitis, and you end the game there. I was like, wow,
and they
fucking
just have to
power.
follow Arthur.
Yeah. That would be great.
True. So as I was saying, I think. Oh, okay. if he can die from bronchitis, I don't see Joel's death as something like saddening or what lah. Because again, we are talking about real life human situation. We are not talking about action hero that will never die.
Correct.
So I think his death, yes, it's fucking sad. I cried. I put my controller down and I cried. But slowly you will think back that we are all just human. Like,
it's a very human thing. I mean, I think everybody kind of knew that Joel was kind of going to die.
Yes, I mean if you don't have him in front,
you just don't know when.
If you don't have him in front of the title, right, kind of hint something.
Yeah,
that's what my friend told me. It's like, bro, I was telling my friend he didn't play. I said, hey bro, Joe died. He cried. He said, yeah, I know it's sad, but you think about it, PR perspective. Your title don't have his face, means boleh
The film not even like that.
Yeah, it's
no half face, nothing.
It's just Ellie's face. So
then
that
you know
kind of
already
hinted
lah,
a bit for me.
I think the E3 was it 2016 where they first revealed.
16 or 17?
16 or 17 when they first revealed the game, right?
They changed some scene. I'll tell you in a bit.
Yeah, and then like you had this like that trailer where they were just like showing Ellie and stuff like that, and you kind of knew like where's Joel and all of this, right?
Correct.
I think that was the number one question on everybody because
yes.
everybody played Joel. Everybody fucking worships Joel, right? Like probably like one of the most loved video game characters of all time, no doubt. And like suddenly like when you had this trailer come out, like, where is this guy? And then they had that very misleading trailer where it's like you think I'm gonna let you do this alone, and then you're like, oh okay, I'm waiting for that scene.
Yeah.
And then suddenly
I remember.
Hey, what the fuck is this shit?
So the director Neil Druckmann himself said we had to swap a character out. The part where Ellie got then she turned in the trailer is Joe. So he said the team had to disguise Jesse as Joe so that everyone thought, oh, hey,
Joe is
they still gonna play. But no, fake PR, bro. They had to disguise that because they cannot. Obviously they cannot show the spot.
I think because I'm in advertising, and from an advertising point of view, that kind of thing does not bode well. Like if I were to sell a car, for instance, and say like the car can fly, and then when the car actually comes out, it can only like lift several inches off the ground for a few seconds and then go back down. It's bad advertising, and the agency who's behind it, the creative team behind it, is going to get shit for it. You know, no matter how good your creative is, you can win awards for the creative. But then like in the end, when your execution comes out and people are disappointed by the product, people feel that they're lied to, and consumers don't like to feel like they're stupid or like stuff like that. And I think that was just a step as a consumer, that was kind of a bit of a step why you play me like this, you know?
Okay, like step. True. Because I think that's one thing that people are very angry. But again, I mean, okay this one I might sound a bit harsh. Maybe people need to play the entire game finish to feel both Ellie and Abby to know that if you look at it now, Joe is not a good person.
Yeah.
We were saying like in Last of Us 1, right, he killed a lot of people. But you have to know he has a motive in him. He wants to protect Ellie at all costs.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And he even said it in part 2. He said, you think if I can turn back time,
I will still do the same thing.
I will still do that one. I know that. Like, my man. That's it.
So it's a vicious cycle. If you can kill so many people, right, your death won't be nice one. You will know the Grim Reaper will always find you.
Yeah, exactly. In a way, it's like karma, right?
Yes.
But he did all he can because he has got this like kind of survivor's guilt for letting his daughter die in his arms. You know, he was holding the daughter and the daughter died in his arms. So this was his In a way, I think if you process the whole situation, right, you're suddenly thrown into a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you don't know
yeah.
who you can trust anymore.
Because everyone wants to survive.
Yeah, everybody wants to survive. Everybody has their own idea of survival. So what would you do in that situation? Like, I think most people, right, would be fucked in this situation. Like, mentally fucked.
They also even said, wow, the last of first one, not even an hour in, you kill my daughter. Wow, now Last of Us 2, I play with you, I let you give 3 hours, then I kill you. So what the fuck, you kill everyone, I'm happy, Yeah.
Okay, so what are the likes of the game? The pros.
Bro, the shotgun sound power, bro. I was on my earphone that night because I couldn't play loud, right? Then, I mean, okay, I kind of fucked up. Then the guy was like in front of me. I was like, okay, let's just use shotgun now. Cha-chang! Wow, the sound! Like, holy shit! I've never heard shotgun so beautiful in my life. Although I've never heard a gun, but in my entire 20 years of playing game, wow, that's such a beautiful shotgun sound. Then the next thing you know, wow, fuck, I feel so bad. The guy's face, gone. Bits and pieces.
The detailing,
Yeah, the detailing is mad.
It's crazy. It's another level. I tell you, the environment, everything is another level. I would say.
Right, setting clickers on fire, and then because all their fungus has burnt off, and then you see the burnt skin, and you're still walking around. You're like, fuck this shit! Shoot!
The future is now, man. Yeah, it's really
fucking clickers.
Yeah. Clicker is everyone's nightmare.
Fucking irritating for them.
Right.
What do you guys think about the shamblers?
Annoying. Okay, I tell you first, I see them, right? I know it's just a point A to point B thing, right? I fucking chow. Okay, I don't want to deal with all this infected. I see shambler, I chow.
That fucker just wants to hug you.
Then
he just wants to hug you. And
He should just wear that t-shirt, free hugs.
I think in my whole gameplay, I think I killed only 2 shamblers. Which I have to kill one.
Oh, I kill all.
I kill all.
Because I see the fucker from front and I said, okay, this one you need 3 pipe bombs. I just keep throwing pipe bombs at it.
For me, I just went straight for the kerosene, like the Molotov cocktail. Burn all of the fungus off on the body, because then after that they're
more vulnerable.
Armor is weakened a little bit.
Okay,
so I go in with a revolver after that.
I think I'm the only hamchi here. I see shambler, I know at the end it's either you have to push at this one or something. But I lure them, I faster push. Fuck off. I cannot. Hamchi all the way. And then also, speaking of infected, sorry guys, the last boss, Abby's last boss.
The Red King.
Oh my god.
Bro, I died so many times because it's so hard to kill that guy.
That guy was a bitch.
And then another portion of that came out.
It was the bloater version, and then there was the stalker version. And that was probably the hardest stalker to kill in the game. Because there's one part you have to walk through, I think, like the hospital, the hospital scene. When you start, there are some stalkers and
annoying. Stick on the wall and they just come out.
The whole hospital sequence was probably the scariest part of the game.
Correct.
I think that one for me is that hospital scene, and after you got the gas mask for left, then you have to travel across. I think it's a hotel.
Oh yeah, the hotel.
The fucking effect, the stalker keep coming out from the wall. It scared the living shit out of me.
To a point where every time I see a cluster of fungus on the wall, I just shoot at it first.
Okay.
I was so cautious in that game. What is going on here? Like every corner, there's like some shit going on.
And the sound design. And also the ambient also.
Another thing I really like the detailing like when you want to modify your gun. It's really very realistic.
So sure, you see.
You see the way. I mean, usually people will just like one blank screen or someone cover, and then they do, and then they
they put it another.
You see him clean, see her clean the weapon, or if you want to do the extension, she actually does that shit. So I was
back to like army, where we were taking break rifle, pull through. Especially when she was doing I think it was a damage or some upgrade to the rifle. She started cleaning the barrel. Wow, nightmare. Cleaning the carbon off the fucking thing.
Then I remember I upgraded shotgun using Abby, I think, or was it Ellie? I can't remember. I needed more firepower. She actually take the drill, poke hole. I was like, hey, real time, poke 4 holes, both sides. You can see she really put the time.
Yeah,
to make it more fun.
Okay,
and then like cleaning the gun, polishing the gun. Then you see the gun like from
shiny, right?
Like from that rusted brownish gun. Then suddenly like it became this very polished look.
I think as game progresses every year, it gets more and more realistic in a way that it satisfies the player. Like, wow,
correct.
Shock, man. Even the crossbow one, she had to slowly, if you use Abby, right, the automated one, she had to slowly release the. Wow, fuck, so cool.
Like
the shape
animation of her like fighting the resistance
yes.
of the thing, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the crossbow.
I
thought the crossbow, I thought it was going to be like as good as Ellie's
bow, right?
So I was quite happy with my distance.
I didn't like the crossbow either.
Yeah.
Actually, the crossbow is stronger.
Because not really. It's the Ellie's bow is more
no, because Ellie, right, you have to agak your momentum, right? This one don't have. This one is like a gun like that.
No, but the damage.
Yeah, the damage is lesser than the Ellie's bow.
I was thinking.
Yeah lah, you sniper one.
Because I know you kena body won't die. So I will take my time. My Abby upgrade, right, is I press the L3 to steady. I aim for the head all the time. But I think the whole game, the bow is a very satisfying kill, and then you can take back the.
The bow was my favorite weapon throughout the game.
Yeah, because
the bow and then followed by the revolver.
Yeah,
the revolver is a one shot
because
thing, right?
the revolver, Joel's one. So I always like. Okay.
Oh, bro.
Always use. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Joel, the last part where Ellie told Dina she have to leave. She was wearing Joel's that leather jacket. I was like,
yeah.
Can you guys stop hitting me in the feels?
Okay, so next question. Early reviews had a lot of haters. Okay, a lot of haters.
Still has a lot of haters. And as of this time,
it's still
a lot of haters.
Every YouTube video got last of worst word, right? The first thing I do, I check the like and dislike ratio. Then only I scroll the comments. Is everyone riding on the hate train now, bro?
Correct.
Again,
so you all agree or disagree to what the haters are?
Sorry, I'm at the strongly disagree, but like these guys need to fucking chill and stop putting more gas on the flame.
Yeah.
People should
just play the fucking game.
People should just play the game, relax.
Yes.
You know, in the end of the day, for one, yes, it is a game, but at the same time,
open mind lah.
Let's look at the game as realistic as it could be, right?
Yes.
What I was saying just now, Abby, it was so hard to relate to Abby because a lot of the reactions she had in several parts of the story doesn't make sense to you as a person.
Yeah.
Because there are times where she was talking to, what's her boyfriend's name?
Owen.
And like he says certain things and then she overreacts even, right? You're like, how is she reacting this way? Like that kind of gave me the sense that this is not a normal person.
Like a bit psycho already.
Yeah, she's a bit psychotic.
Yeah.
Where even the only part where it made sense was when she was trying so hard to save Lev, right? And that was that moment where you realize
she's still human.
She's trying so hard to cling on to this like shred of humanity. That was the only thing that made her human, was protecting this person. Because I think that part was trying to humanize her, because the parts of where she was like afraid of heights and the game tries so hard to humanize her, but you cannot rationalize with your character. And I think that's why it made The Last of Us quite an unpleasant game, because you cannot rationalize with the character you're playing.
Right.
You cannot rationalize with this main character, like why. The whole time you're like, I think PewDiePie like was playing, and then like every time
he rushed finish the game. He said he needs to know the ending.
Yeah, like every time he died, everybody was like, yeah, like, fuck that bitch, you know.
But I think from your point, it's a solid point. But to me, I think Abby kind of grew on me after, I think, like we were saying, you said day 2, right? Yeah. I think it kind of slowly it's like a very, let's just put in a very modern topic. It's like someone say, hey, this guy no good. But you haven't heard his side of the story yet. Then you jump into the conclusion that, wow, this girl is a G guy. It's the same thing as Abby because no one see her side of story yet.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
So when you slowly get to know her, when the lines are slowly, the rounds are slowly getting back to the same spot, right? Then you realize, oh, why is she acting this way? It's all because Joel took her dad.
Yeah.
Just
And all the people like Manny, who else? Owen, they all were fireflies at one point, right?
Yeah,
so all the people that Joel killed in this facility unnecessarily, because the guy was like if you like go back to Last of Us 1, Joel was like, he grabbed his bag, he was like, bam, like wait, you know, they begged for their life, you know, like you don't have to kill us, if you want to take her.
Take her. No, he doesn't.
Like he didn't give a fuck. Like this guy, he wasn't thinking straight. I mean, yes, he had the injury. So if you're injured, then you're like, you don't fucking think
because
straight.
at one point, in the first Last of Us, he was in so much like pain.
Yeah.
Then you were in the snow, right? I think. Then you played as Ellie at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, is Joel gonna die? That's the extent he will go.
I think medically, right, like that fall that he had, that pierced through his body, like, who the fuck survives that kind of shit?
Game logic, motherfucker!
With no hospital. With like, what fuck antibiotics that Ellie managed to find? Did he manage to fight through his way through and like some parts don't really
that's the game logic thing.
If you're talking about the step, remember at the end of the part, Ellie at Santa Barbara. Then she got trapped.
Correct.
Then she got stabbed by Chiba. The bleed was so much.
No, I think,
she fainted only.
No, I think okay, that for me was a metaphor for the whole game, because it was a thorn in my side. So the whole thorn in my side is it talks about the whole story of revenge.
I see.
The whole thorn in my side was Abby's thorn in her side was Joel. Ellie's thorn in her side was Abby. And then there was, now we talk about the ending, which also a lot of people fucking hate.
Okay, speaking of that.
Okay, let's go to the ending.
How do you like the ending? What was your take on the ending?
Okay, at first I thought like, I have to see like that. I can't jump. I cannot really fuck. I was like, fuck man, is she gonna really kill Abby now? I was like, wait, if she kill means what? Will she be happy? Will she feel like complete? Like because you took Joel away? And then at one, I think it's just a 1-2 second Joel's flashback. Like Ellie, wow, she snapped back to human. She just let go.
Ellie was always human lah. Like you know, the part where she had to kill Owen and Mel. She didn't want to kill them.
She felt so bad
after she found out Mel was pregnant, right? She broke down.
She went to puke, right? Or something?
She went to puke.
Yeah, she went to puke.
Because it shows Ellie is so human because of the lessons Joel taught her.
Yes.
The spaceship where I fucking cried.
Wow, the spaceship.
That one.
The music, then suddenly the whole
atmosphere
changed.
Good.
Yeah, so the ending for me, it made sense. Because although people do say, like a lot of people are saying like, oh, you travel all this way, you have no chance of killing random people, but then the one person that you have to kill, you don't kill. It makes sense you don't kill this person. But what would have made the ending make more sense in a way is they had left down there, right? And it would have tied the story much better for me if Lev woke up and begged Ellie not to kill Abby. Because then you flash back to the boat. When you flash back to the point where Ellie had to see Joel getting killed.
That kind of.
And she was begging Abby, please don't kill him, please stop this. And then there is that emotional tension on that. And then there is that mirroring on that. And then Ellie chooses at that point, you know what, I want to be the better person out here. Because then
Joel
it's so unfulfilling, right?
right?
Yeah, you know, then that shows that Joel taught you. Joel taught you how. Joel spared your life to be the better person.
Okay.
A better person than he was lah.
Yeah. You know?
True. If you have that kind, just imagine that kind of flashback and of the same situation, right?
Yeah.
It will be it might be even better of her sitting there.
Yeah,
So bro,
that was very weird to have a character that was there for no. From like if I were a storyteller, like that is a great plot device on that. That closes your loop. That mirrors your end, your beginning.
True. It's like if you think about it, it's true. You travel from Seattle to California, Then you just sit there, let her take the boats out. But bro,
I don't think it was Seattle. I think she was somewhere outside Jackson. Or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. But still far, right?
Still quite far.
Still far. I mean, like you imagine.
All towards the west coast, lah. But
Like you hear, you go Bangkok, won't kill someone. Then you're like, never mind, I go find tiger. Like you know that kind of thing.
yeah, it's anticlimactic in a way where there was no like the game was so poetic, but at the same time it missed certain lines that would have made it even more poetic.
But I think for the director himself, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe he might have that kind of like sentiments that you have there. Maybe he doesn't want to put it. I'm not sure because he's quite a renowned storyteller. But he's not. Personally, he's not as good as the person that left. I can't remember her name. The one that wrote the whole Uncharted saga and the first Last of Us is this lady. She left after Uncharted 4 because she cannot tahan anymore. The place is so bad. Yeah. So she was the pillar of how good the 4 Uncharted and the Last of Us. Yeah. So she left after Uncharted 4. Then to me, it kind of crumbled down a bit. Not much, but the level just went down a bit. But it's still a very good story-based game, I would say. To me, I think the ending, like her sitting there, if you look at it on another perspective, right? It feels now like, yes, we don't have that mirror kind of look, but at least you can feel that she's very like, the empathy in her is suddenly went so strong that she just like, okay, enough is enough. Let's just end the revenge here. No one's gonna revenge.
The cycle of revenge, right?
Yeah, let's just end. I'll end the revenge cycle. Maybe it might be another way to look at it.
So you think will there be a trilogy?
Don't just fucking stop there lah. No more.
I think because
she no finger bro. Trilogy.
They should what?
Oh yeah.
I think because of like if you look at it from a business point of view,
right?
It might be very hard to actually pull out a trilogy, even if they wanted to pull a trilogy.
Don't be a Star Wars artist.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm fine as it is with part 2. Yeah,
take the losses and
like even some they said, "Wow, I read. I was like, fuck, you guys don't be so cruel lah." They said like Last of Us 2 is a mistake. It shouldn't exist. You could have just ended in the first one, which is true. But
the part 1 was such a kind of like an open ending.
Yeah.
It was
like you see the hate now is there. Like you guys should have just stopped. Should do something about it. Like don't touch this IP anymore. But again if you look at business, people wanted more as well.
Yeah, I mean we literally begged for a Last of Us 2.
And
this is what we got. So in a way, it's like you beg for breakfast and then you got a shitty breakfast. So what now?
Yeah.
You still eat, right?
Breakfast,
you still got eat. Yeah, you still got to eat, right?
So now it's like, I mean, not trying to throw shade at Naughty Dog, not trying to shit on people who don't like the game, because I understand where they're coming from. I waited for the game for 7 years.
7 years, eh?
7 years, and this is what we got. So where do we find the good parts of it? What can we do with what we have? You know, how do we analyze this in a way where, let's not think of Joel and Ellie and their story, because if you want to look at the laws of storytelling, characters are there to serve the story. Stories are not there to serve the character. Although we don't like what was done to Joel, there was no justice done to a beloved game character. This is what we got.
It's human.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very that is a very volatile world. So for like Jesse getting shot randomly out of nowhere.
He's dead, fucking sad, eh? You know that part, my heart was thinking, because I remember my friend, he didn't play, he read everything, he watched finish. Then he said, bro, I can tell you one thing, a lot of people die. Then in my heart I was like, hey, really maybe Jesse gonna die, but when as I was thinking that scene play out, he pumped, oh fast, wow. Then I paused again, I was like, whoa.
There goes Asian representation.
Yeah. I was like,
every Asian was like, what? Right? You just shot me out.
And then Ellie, she actually said, no, Jesse said, so you are not my cup of tea? They said, yeah. Is it because I'm Asian? Yeah. Ellie actually said, I was like, what the fuck?
The jokes are good.
Yeah,
the jokes are good. The dad jokes, and I enjoy all the jokes. I always laughed when we had the chance there. It was good.
Do you guys go all out to collect all the different
Trading
like,
cards?
Not the trading cards, but more of the
Notes.
notes and stuff like that.
I just play what I can find, but I will just look around.
I tried to go all out as much as I could. But then at the same time, I was so rushed by the story because everybody completed it. I was like, fuck.
Same.
I was like, do I complete?
Because of today, I sat on Sunday night. Sunday night, 10 p.m. until 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. I was like, fuck, my headache was so painful that. But then I stopped at the part where Abby and Lev have to go and find the Constance 2425 one. I was like, hey, still hot tomorrow cannot. I start finishing.
God, I told him, I said, you complete it, I complete it. Friday we're going to talk about it. He said, bro, I only 10 hours to the game. I said, bro, you got 1 week.
I didn't rush. I mean, I tried to play, complete as much. But at one point, I was so scared, right? I play as Eddie or Abby. I know this house surely got infected one. Down here, I can hear some. But I know got stuff there. But no, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. I kind of humsy at one point. I was like, wow, cannot. Very scary, guys.
What do you think about the new fractions? The wolves.
The new faction.
Oh, Seraphites. Faction, sorry. The wolves, the Seraphites.
Fucking Seraphites are crazy. Hey, but the whistle is damn good though.
Yeah.
Like the way they make the sound.
Alert whistle.
I was telling you at one point I fucking hate whistling.
I think at one point, before you ever, they decide to kill you or let you stay with them based on whether you can whistle or not.
Oh,
so they tell you, right? Can you whistle? Huh? Die.
That doesn't sound like a whistle.
Yeah. And then the part where they say clip her wings. You know they're gonna hammer the fuck out of her already.
Yeah.
Oh, that one I pain
Seraphites, wolves. What
wolves.
about those rattlers?
Alright, what?
I don't know. I wanted more of California. I want to see more of California. It was very nicely done, man. It was a very wild card. You never expect, because at the end when you see Abby and Dina in the house with the baby, that's it. You know, Abby, Dina, JJ, done.
Yeah.
You know.
Personally, I think you could have just ended there. But then I got that fear.
But that's a very
safe way. Yeah, safe way out.
It's a safe.
So it's a bailout lah.
Yeah, I was telling you, I was so scared. So what? Is Abby gonna fucking come and kill me or what? You know that fear, that fucking fear is in you.
There is that, and there's also, I like how Naughty Dog played with a lot of psychological issues in the game where she has PTSD from.
Just that fucking shit ran past, then that thing fell. Whoa, that scene was so
one
fast.
was like, whoa, power.
It got me. I was like, oh my god. I was screaming. I was like, oh my god, no, don't do this. Then the wind strong, then the door close, right? The PTSD come in.
I had to stop the game so many times
Yeah.
to mentally recover, emotionally recover, and also because it's such a long game, you have to even physically recover from the game.
Yeah.
Like I went to sleep dreaming of the fucking game.
Bro, I had nightmare.
Same.
I had nightmare. I had nightmare. Saturday night. Saturday night I sleep. I had nightmare. It was so bad.
But so you
Fuck
see,
you, Naughty Dog. Give us our things back.
but at the same time, like as much as people say, I think in Sabri, I think as much as people say this is a fucked up game, like the fact that it warranted such a crazy reaction from people.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
You know, like if it was a game that was done meh, you will forget about it. But now it's a game that will stick in your minds because there is always the internal conflict of why the fuck did the story go this way.
Actually Neil Druckmann actually said he wanted to create something that, because the interviewer actually asked him, he said he wanted to create something that is memorable, not only memorable, but spark a lot, and I mean a lot of discussion.
That's a very good thing. You don't see that in a lot of games or movies.
You see a lot of games you play.
You finish play, you finish play, the ending was good.
No, especially now in the digital age, with the younger, like the generation that's even after me, the Gen Z kids, they're more vocal about social issues, which is great, and they are calling millennials out, people, older people out for things that stupid shit that we did. That's good because that shows evolution in a way, right? And this game is evolution in a way where it's sparking conversations of the archetypal heroic man character, heroic male character.
Alpha dogs kind of.
Yeah, like
80s, 70s, 80s mentality, I would say.
Instead of a buff male hero, you get Abby, who is a fucking bolt. Like,
bro, she can.
Tricep, bro. I see a tricep, I'm like, damn.
I'm scared. At one point, I'm scared of her so much. But you can see how she shrink over time.
That one.
the shriveling when she was crucified. Like,
Yeah.
I
I was like, shit, man.
You can feel so much for her. Like, wow.
because at that point, like, she looks so miserable. You're like, what's the point of killing this person?
Yeah.
Swallow lah, don't touch it.
Like, I thought for a second, like, because there's so many conclusions I was jumping to at so many points. Like the part where they were supposed to find Mel, right? I thought at that point where Eddie found Mel, Jesse's going to come out and be the new enemy, because then after that they explain why
maybe a cycle of revenge kind of.
Yeah, like I was thinking, is Jesse going to be the enemy, because where is he in all of this? Suddenly he comes out and now he's betrayed you because he found out Joel was this motherfucker. So like this game, like almost every turn of this game you're like, is this the end?
Yeah, correct.
Like, do you not feel that way? Like, is this the end?
I was like, hey, where's the Naughty Dog logo?
Yeah,
When
correct.
you think it's going to end, they send you to fucking California.
Correct. That's what I thought also.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. Once I had the farm there, I was like,
Hey,
okay lah, game end already lah, okay lah.
The part where she and the baby sat at the tractor, I was like, okay, you know how they want to go black? Hey, don't have it.
Okay lah. It was good. It was good. Last of Us 2 is already out.
You guys need to play it, man.
If you
Stop
have not
hating.
played the game, please play the fucking game and judge it for yourself.
Spend that. I know people don't spend money on games, but please throw that $80. Get the game. Sit through the whole 25
Hours, yeah.
plus hours, and you be the
even
judge.
more, even more than
if you want to
25
start,
So-
please be the judge and stop jumping to conclusions.
I think if you really wanted to play the game in a very strange order, if you don't know about the game, play part 2 and then play part 1.
Or even power.
Then you have a whole different perspective on the story.
I would want to reset my brain and do that now. Shit.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that was it, our discussion for The Last of Us Part 2. We are Jioplaygame. I'm Subhash.
I'm Zion. Special
And
guest.
our special guest, Mark.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Ciao guys.